talking all morning about Nvidia's announcement of new chips, of software, its relationship with different automakers, and of course, it's holding on to its gaming business but expanding far beyond. We're going to bring in Hyde now of Bloomberg Technology to talk about the download from CES, but also to talk about how important it is. You look at Nvidia right now, you look at the importance of Microsoft in its client base. Then you get to Meta, then you get to Supermicro. These are large consumers for Nvidia. They're talking more and more about automakers now. How important is it for Nvidia to broaden its base of customers?
It's crucial, and therefore it paints a vision of the future. And he did that with aplomb, with his signature leather jacket yesterday, and reiterating every point 3 times. This is about a sprinkling of everything for everyone. Autonomous vehicles, they've got it. Robotics, they've got it. Have a vision of more than 1 billion autonomous robotics in the future. You're talking 10 million autonomous industrial units out there. Manufacturing is going to be automized here overall. And autonomous vehicles, don't even get me started, at least 1 billion of them. That is why you've got Toyota surging, Uber surging. They're coming on as partners. They're going to be using and adopting the technology or working alongside Nvidia. But when it comes to the future moat building, this is what analysts love. This is why 70 say buy the stock, 0 say sell. They're all really liking the future proofing of their technology. But in the here and now, they say that the Blackwell is being ramped up. They're at full production. So people like that here and now take as well.
I have a lot of questions. One being, of course, what animal the leather was made out of. I don't expect you to answer
Maybe it wasn't
that.
even an animal. Maybe he's pettiproof.
That's true. Maybe
Ask his wife and daughter. They're the ones who chooses fashion.
If I ever am in a conversation with them, I will ask. Also, who is going to drive all of these vehicles? Of course, these autonomous vehicles. But also,
well, no one.
No one.
No one drives that. That's the point.
Oh, no. Yeah, well,
There's no wheel. There's no pedals. It's just...
Yeah, but do we need that many cars? Who's going to ride in them? In any case, I want to talk more about future-proofing because everyone is gunning for NVIDIA's lead here, especially in the chip industry, but also in some of these applications as well. I mean, how front and center do you think that is for Jensen Huang as he paints this vision?
Yeah, he doesn't want you to just think, oh, goodness, they only depend on Meta. Microsoft, which I have to say, Microsoft's $80 billion commitment to AI data centers has helped his stock yesterday. It pushed it to a new record high. It's on set for another set of growth numbers today as we hit yet more records with Nvidia. So it is important that Microsoft, Meta, Amazon are all still there, but it's broadening out for how they can become more important to governments, more important to other companies. And this is why we spell the future of actually getting into the PC area. $3,000 for a PC for an AI developer. Gaming, going back to their roots. This is why they're so integral to artificial intelligence and generative AI, is because the GPUs used for gaming. He's unleashed a whole new GeForce series that's going to be updating, improving imagery there. So I think it's just about being broader. And again, this isn't just hardware. This is software, this is services, this being ubiquitous to anyone who wants to be in on the generative AI game.
I started in this career covering telecoms, media, technology.
Only place to start.
At the time, in 2000, right, Nokia was the absolute leader of the smartphone market. Nobody else really even made them. I don't think it's a great comparison, but it's one of the only I can think of where one company ruled the roost and then competitors came in and chipped away until it was insignificant. Are there competitors to Nvidia at this point? Are there any that are a real threat?
Well, there are people who are getting in on AMD and Broadcom. If you speak to the investors that come on our show day in, day out, they are ensuring that they're not just exposed to Nvidia, but they are trying to see how AMD can build a market share when it comes to AI accelerators, that we will see Broadcom be able to actually build AI chips for the likes of Amazon, who wants to make their own chips. But you get Amazon AWS CEO on, and he's the first one to say it's and Nvidia, not instead of Nvidia. Everyone feels that they are integral and everywhere else is being beefed up elsewhere. And remember, they are so integral to the rest of the chip ecosystem. Micron today likely to power up about 6% because they're going to be providing the memory that goes into the Blackwell products and the future chips coming from Jensen. So I think he does need to show at the moment that, look, they're not the only game in town, but they're the dominant game in town, and they have been why they're $3.6 trillion in terms of market capitalization.